Hey y'all, Hernan Colmenero here. This is part 1 of the Idea Farm Program Gardening at Home video series. Today we are going to build a raised bed so you can start your own garden at home. Raised beds are great because they are really resilient outdoors, they provide better drainage, and they allow for less weeds to take over your garden. Today we're going to build one out of lumber, again because it's pretty resilient and they look really nice, right? So, ready to get started? Let's go! Alright, so let's talk about what you'll need to accomplish this project. 1. You'll need lumber. You can get different lumber, even upcycling an old wooden drawer that you don't need anymore by removing the bottom of it. A nice basic bed can be made using 2x4 lumber like this. If you want to make your bed look a bit nicer and deeper, you can use wide lumber like this 1x12 plank here and here. The important thing is that you have 4 sides. The second item you need are the screws. You want screws designed for wood. The important thing here is that they are long enough to pierce the lumber, and take note of the head. Most often they are Phillips like this, but they can also be flathead. The third item you'll need is a drill with a Phillips head or a screwdriver. If you have flathead screws, you'll need a flathead bit. If you only have a screwdriver, like this, you can still complete the project, but I recommend a drill because it'll go by much faster and you'll get less tired, but you'll build more muscle. The fourth item you need is a measuring tape. Finally, you'll need some composted soil. In order to calculate the cubic yards needed, you'll multiply the length by the width by the height of your raised bed. This is the most important part of this whole project because soil is where the plants will grow. I'll make a plug for soil here. It's not just dirt. Soil is a living thing. It breathes and needs water to be healthy. Not only that, but it provides us with almost everything that we need, including food, medicine, and healthy soil. Healthy soil also allows plants to provide the oxygen that we breathe. If that's not important, then I don't know what is. So, take care of your soil. Alright, back to building our raised bed. Before we start building our raised bed, let's talk about how to select the site and the placement of the bed. You'll need to consider 4 things. 1. Space. 2. Sunlight. 3. Soil. And 4. Access to water. To make sure your bed fits properly, calculate the space you're going to need. I cut 2 feet by 4 feet of this lumber, so I need 8 feet squared of space. Depending on what you are going to grow, you need to consider sunlight. Most vegetables and flowers need about 6 to 8 hours of sunlight a day. Therefore, you want to plant in a space that isn't blocked off from the sun. Next, take a look at your soil. Again, this is super important for the health of your plants, so you want to really prepare your ground well with compost. I don't recommend planting onto asphalt or concrete unless your bed is 12 inches or higher. You also want to clean it from weeds. For more information, check out our video on how to prepare your soil and things to consider. Finally, you want it to be free of obstructions, but within view and really close to water. Otherwise, we may forget to water it. This is the raised bed we will be building today. Take a mental image and let's get to it. If your lumber isn't already cut to size, go ahead and have a parent and adult cut them now. Now we'll drill using the screws and the drill. I'm going to use 4 screws at each joint. Therefore, I will need 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4 equals 16. So I'll need 16 screws total. Alright, it's that easy. Now we do that 15 more times. There you have it, our raised bed. You can tell it kind of chipped off over here on the side there. But that's okay, it'll survive. Now, this step is optional. You could stain it with some of this wood finish stain here, over on the right-hand side. but that's a totally optional step. I stained it just so it can last a little bit longer, but if you're using cedar wood or something similar, it should be fine. This just helps it look a little bit better and last a little bit longer. Look at this awesome raised bed. It doesn't have to be perfect, nobody's judging. Now we can begin adding the most important piece, which is the soil. Great job, everyone. You have just built your first of many raised beds. You're ready to plant some seeds, some seedlings, or both. You can find all of these at your local nursery, support local businesses, your chain improvement, home improvement stores, and other places you can find online using the links at the bottom of this video. Again, this isn't just for annual vegetables and annual flowers. You can also grow perennials in your raised bed. What are perennials, you ask? You'll have to check out our next video. And while you're doing that, don't forget to subscribe to the Farm Program channel. Until next time, make it awesome!